out here today in the National Forest. I was riding around about a week ago and I found this spot. It's two lakes. It's like a little pond right here, which we're gonna try first. There's a larger lake down here. It's really not great weather. 46 degrees. It's kind of misting, raining, and we're gonna give it a shot. But I will say this, one of the most successful bass fishing days I've ever had was, which today's March 1st, but it was in February, and it was on a day just like today. So I caught like 2 8-pounder-ishes, and then I had 2 more that got off, and one that I saw was at least probably 10 pounds. So we're gonna give it a shot. This is what it looks like. It's the first little pond. It's small, but let's do it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try spinner baits too. It's a pretty little lake. It's in the middle of a forest. Really quiet through here though. So we're gonna see. Looks like it has some depth to it. Water's relatively clear. I can see my bait as I'm pulling it in. Just kind of exploring with the spinnerbait. I'm gonna slow rolling just to see if anything's interested. I also brought some inline spinners, little Aglias, a couple different colors, and of course I brought my tiki sticks just in case. I want to give that a shot if I don't have any success with this kind of stuff. But we'll see. There might not even be fish in here, so no idea. So when I'm looking for these spots, a lot of times I'll have Google Earth or something like that, or a guy on the GPS to kind of show you where the public land is, just to make sure you're not trespassing on someone's property. Just looking for spots. I've actually found a bunch of spots that way. That's really the best way I can do it then. It doesn't appear to be much in this little lake. We'll try on the other side of this, but there's a much larger lake back over there. So maybe there'll be something in there. So here we are at the new pond. I guess maybe this is a lake, it's just a little bit bigger. Looks like over here, the levee blew out right there. I don't know if that's recent or what the deal is, but the water is pretty clear for what we're used to around here. Looks like it'll hold some fish. There's standing timber out in the middle. I don't know how deep it is. It looks to be, you know, deep enough. There's some standing timber over there, kind of in this corner. Looks like it'd probably be in deep water. If I don't get a bite on the spinner bait, I may change it up a little bit to see if I can entice something to bite. At least that way we'll know if there's something out here. And we can come back here in the future. I always like finding these spots. And this is one that not a lot of people would fish. So, it'd be nice if this spot turned out good. This is dumb. This is the kind of situation I'd catch something. I'm standing on top of this levee and I don't feel like walking down there because the bank's kind of nasty. I'm probably 15 feet above the water. And this will be just the kind of time I'll get me a 10-pounder in the line. Well, I found another pond. This one's actually much bigger than even the larger one before. And before I make my way around that other one, we're going to try this out. Just for a few minutes just to see. It didn't really show up. Well, okay, I see why it didn't show up on Google. Because the outside of it's covered in lilies and stuff. Lily pads. Makes it harder to see. This is kind of interesting. It looks like we got water over here to the left. Like this little slough right here. I'm gonna throw a couple times in there just to see. And the larger lake out here. It's like a swampland type thing. A bunch of ducks down here though. I was wondering when I was gonna see that beaver. I figured there was one out here. There's whole bunch of sign, and there he is. He looks like a log. There he is. He turns sideways. You probably can't even see him from here. Right there. There he goes. He's under. Just checking it out. Seeing what I am. Still no bites yet. He's curious, though. He's coming over here. He's making noise at me. It's like huffing. Listen. Oh, he's under. Probably pop up right here in front of me. Gonna get smacked if he does. I can actually see him. There's a trail of bubbles right there. He's right in there. What are you doing? Oh well. Alright, I can't get any bites with the spinnerbait. I fished for a little over an hour with nothing. So I'm changing to wacky rigged tiki stick. There we go, see. My specialty. Might not be anything out here, I don't know. It sure looks like there's fish out here though. It's a really pretty lake. I'm definitely going to come back for sure. Because I can actually walk all the way around this one. I don't even have to bring my kayak probably. I know it's shallow over there, so maybe it warms up a few degrees, the fish will start spawning and stuff. We'll see. I can't buy a bite out here. You would think, if it being a little cooler, they'd be out there in the middle in all the standing timber. And they may be. But man, I ain't got nothing. Ain't no fish out here. On a side note though, if I wear my waders, I can probably access almost this entire lake without a boat. That would be nice. Definitely coming back when it's a little bit warmer. Or maybe 2 weeks away, depending on the weather. I think it's supposed to warm up. It was almost 80 yesterday, of course. I was working. tomorrow's supposed to be 76, you know, also working. And hopefully the larger fish will kind of spawn first, and they spawn a little bit further out, a little bit deeper water, based on my understanding. Or maybe I'll come out here with some waders on and try to do the same thing a little bit further out there. But that's why they call it fishing and not catching. Damn. Well, I didn't have much luck here. Any of these lakes, I'm gonna try one more place that I know about. I've caught fish there in the past, but it's been probably 10 years since I've fished there. We'll try that. If not, I'll just come back when it's a little bit warmer.